So, what is this image about? There are many ideas that come to my head when I first think of what this image could be about. The first thing I think of is a very controversial topic, but uh, gun laws and the school shootings that are going on right now, and that's a very huge topic in our nation. So, maybe she was going for that topic, and she was trying to bring light to that we need to make a change, and that we need to we need to think of not we need to like get away from guns, a bad idea, and we need to kind of embrace them. And I think that's why maybe she put flowers in there, but I'm not entirely sure. There's also maybe she was thinking that um about bringing this contrast of this evil and evil versus good. We have this gun, which is obviously an evil thing for many people when they think of guns, and we have this good thing that's coming out of it, which are these flowers. And I also think that flowers they represent growth and change and new life. And usually, what come out of guns are bullets, which bullets do not represent growth or change or new life. They usually represent the opposite. They represent death and, the decay of our lives, and that our lives are ending. So maybe she was going out of a different way and kind of like showing that we need to make a change. Um, we need to bring a new light to this whole gun law and gun change. And maybe she was trying to represent peace by having the flower come out, and maybe looking through her folder, I kind of found that she was looking through gun and peace and kind of putting those together to promote a better understanding of gun laws, and maybe to rapidly more speed up the changes for guns. She uses elements and principles of design really well when she was composing the image. I see this when we think of guns, we think of this movement of a bullet coming out, and she did this really well by putting flowers in the barrel, by like attracting our eyes to the gun first and moving along with that bullet, and we see flowers coming out, so our eyes end on the image of the flowers. So she did really well with the movement, and there's also this big contrast between this pink and this kind of like tannish gun color. So we have this very good contrast. And there's also a contrast between the background and the flowers. And there's also this line that we have that attracts my eye when it goes across. We have this line that starts off at the gun and it moves until it ends to the flowers. And I think this was very well done when she was composing it. I don't know if she meant to do that, but it was very well done. And some things I would change about it is I would probably change the background. Not a big thing, but maybe make it black so that our eyes attract more to the gun and the flower, and that we really are focusing in on that. Something else I would change, maybe show more of the person holding the gun. I don't know if maybe that was her intent of not really seeing who it was, because maybe in her topic that was the image she was trying to get, that we don't really know who's behind the gun, that all that really matters is the change of these gun laws. Nothing else really seems to stand out to me that we could change. Really, what I see could be similar to what she was trying to interpretate with the image, but it's really up to anyone has their own interpretation of the image. So I think that she did a very good job with displaying the topic of gun laws or gun change, if that's what she was going for, or maybe she was just pushing for peace and maybe serenity over things of like controversial topics. But other than that, this was a very good image, and I found it very easy to critique because there were so many different things to look at. So